What's up? It's Yeager. I'm sleepy, and I'm just gonna go through this. And guess what? It's the Yeager After Dark special, where I cover Elevation and Dark in about 10 minutes or less. So, get to listening. It's gonna be a couple names repeated. Fun stuff. First of all, on Elevation, there were no promos. Cool. So we started off with The Bay. Red Velvet going up against Renee Michelle. Honestly, a 30-second match. Hits fucking Velvet tries to come out and do her sexy little stuff. Her whole entrance thing, and then she got jumped by Renee Michelle, and then Red Velvet said, "All right, cool, your matches got cut short," and then did like a 30-second match with her, and then ended it with the final slice. Right after that, we had the Captain Sean Dean go against Peter Avalon with a couple of the wingmen. Also a pretty short match with Sean Dean doing like a running double knee, landing on Avalon for the pin, getting that W there. Next up, we had Hikaru Shida versus Tesha Price. Decent match considering Tesha Price is, like developmental material. However, Hikaru Shida got the Falcon Arrow W. Next, we had Everrise, 2.0's promo with Daniel Garcia talking about Fuego del Sol, which is going to happen next on Dark, or on the Dark Review. It's happening. Daniel Garcia is the one that's going to be wrestling Fuego. Spoiler alert. I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, Daniel Garcia. Cool. After that, we had Joey Janela was going to come out with Sonny Kiss and have a match. However, mid-entrance, Joey Janela freaking super kicks Sonny Kiss in the face and then beats on Sonny Kiss a little bit. Then the tag team that they were supposed to go against tries to help out Sonny Kiss, and then Joey Janela whoops up on them. And then when you think everything's done, Joey Janela then takes Sonny Kiss and does a pile driver onto the steel ledge of what was the Daly's place, that little back area where the fans sit. It was kind of like, what the hell, Joey? But according to the commentary, it looks like Joey Janela's going back to his old ways of being a bad, bad boy. Right after that, we had Brian Cage versus RSP, which is another big man who was making his debut. Honestly, Brian Cage did a head scissor. Like, what? Like, just showing off some agility. I was surprised. I was like, the hell, I didn't expect to see that. But Brian Cage picks out a W from there. Jade Cargill actually had a match instead of these promos with Smart Mark Sterling. And yeah, it was a 3-move match. Literally, I counted them. Jade Cargill gets that W. Jurassic Express went up against Carly Bravo and Cyrus. And if you haven't heard of them, I guess you can already tell where this is going. 30-second match with Jungle Boy winning with the snare trap. And to kick that off, or to close it out, you had the Lucha Bros go up against Matt and Mike Seidel. And while a good tag team match, because, everybody's an athletic AF individual in this match, Lucha Bros take out that W. Moving on to Dark, which was a 2-hour show. I guess there are no fans in attendance for that. However, there are fans in attendance for the Elevation shows, which is why the Elevation shows are now 30 to 45 minutes apiece. But anyways, we kicked off Dark with Thunder Rosa, as Paul White would say, Thunder Rosa, against Zeta Zhang, making her AEW debut. And Thunder Rosa had a good 4-minute match and then won. Following that, we had Red Velvet going back into the ring against Skylar Moore. And although her match was a lot longer than the previous day's match, she did also get that W. Next, we had Everrise. 2.0. I need to stop that. But 2.0 went up against Adrian Alanis and Liam Gray. And I'll let you take a wild guess on who the team was that took a W. Oh yeah, it was 2.0. Spoiler alert. Next up, we had Chaos Project versus Bear Country. This is the first match that I saw that was just not a no-brainer. And you know what? Bear Country pulls out a W. they usually do the big man enhancement talent match, and this time around they actually get their tag team W. So I was a little happy to see that with them. Following that, we had Darby Allin versus Invictus Cash. Cool name. Cool name, but didn't help Invictus. He took a loss to Darby Allin via coffin drop. Next up, we had Allen 5 Angels versus QT Marshall. And honestly, a longer match than I thought it was going to be, but QT Marshall takes the win there. After that, we had Hikuleo of the Bullet Club go up against Thad Brown. Sorry, Thad Brown just sounds so generic once you say it off the cuff. But yeah, Hikuleo and his 7-foot ass went to took a win, and Thad Brown took a beating. After that, we had Nyla Rose versus Valentina Rossi, which honestly was a cool looking match. But Nyla Rose takes the W there. Oh, following up on the 2.0 and Daniel Garcia promo, we finally got our match of Fuego del Sol versus Daniel Garcia. And Daniel Garcia beats on Fuego del Sol. However, Fuego del Sol is starting to look more prominent. He's starting to get some traction there. We'll see where it goes. Next up, we had Penelope Ford versus Sahara 7. And good match, but Penelope Ford and her Team Taz colors, even though she's not part of Team Taz, took on a win there. Later on, we had Shawn Spears and Wardlow against, and I'm not kidding with this name, Ripper Zbyszko and Seth Gargis. Zbyszko, Nabisco, Gargis, Flargus, I don't know why I'm trying to make things rhyme, but Zbyszko and Gargis take an L here to, of course, Spears and Wardlow. Next up, we finally got T.A.G. in action instead of on Helico singles wrestling, which made me happy to see because I'm a T.A.G. fan. They just really need to get out of the whole Hardy family office thing going. But yeah, they take a W there, clean and without help, which was really nice to see because they always come out together. I mean, with other people from the HFO. Following that, we had the Lucha Bros versus Cesar Bononi and JD Drake, and while this was a nice match to see because, of course, of the people involved, Lucha Bros take that W as well. After that, we had Ty Conti, going against Robin Renegade, and while that was a great match as well for women's wrestling, it was not enough for Robin Renegade to take a W home. Ty Conti wins via Ty KO. Following that, we had Private Party go up against Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta of the Best Friends. And good tag match, solid tag match. However, via cheating, Private Party wins against them. And to close these things out, we had a back-to-back Dark Order match where first one was Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and Colt Cabana going up against David Ramos, Jake Manning, and Joey Sweets. The guy literally came out with a giant lollipop. I cannot lie to you on that. It's honestly just so perfect, though. Anyways, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and Colt Cabana take home that W as well. Let's see. Well, I shouldn't say as well because as well would imply that was a second match. First match was that. Second match was Alex Reynolds 10 and Johnny Silver Hungy going against Dean Alexander, Arjun Singh, and TIM or Tim, not sure which. However, good trios match, but 10 gets a full Nelson submission finisher and cinches that W for them. This has been Yeager After Dark. Please like and subscribe to T.A.G so you can hear all of us with the Triple Threat Brain Trust of the IWC talk, laugh, and speculate as much as we can with all the information that is provided to us. Look for us tomorrow at, I don't know what time he uploads them, but we'll be on tomorrow. Have a good night.